I'm Catalina Fernandez-Morris.
I'm Rachel Brady.
And I'm Layla Bowanani.
And we're here to talk to you about The Help.
Yeah, so The Help is a film directed by Tate Taylor based on a novel by Catherine Stockett. The story is set in the town of Jackson, Mississippi in 1962, where the growing civil rights movement is just starting to sweep in. And in the story, a young aspiring journalist named Skeeter works to tell the story of Black women who spend their lives taking care of prominent Southern family households, and these women are called the maids and also the help. So in the film, some of the major themes are race and society's social construct of race. And one of the main focuses is the treatment of maids by their white employers, who treat their maids as nothing more than objects. And something we discussed thoroughly in class with the works by Quijano and Zabaleta was the objectification, where people formulate a mindset in which their discussing treatment towards others is justified by the dehumanization of those who they are treating poorly. We see this take place quite obviously and frequently in The Help when the Black women, though they may still be legally free from slavery, are treated as household tools and property. And a striking example of this can be seen in the following clip, where Skeeter's interviewing maids who have come to tell her their stories.
Lord, I tried to find another job. But in everybody's mind, the French family and Miss Jolene owned me. Owned me.
Other examples of such treatment include how women often ask to borrow other women's maids as if they're owned items. And when Skeeter's mother states, "It was a colored thing and I put it behind me," in references to firing the maid that raised Skeeter. This way of thinking of maids as nothing but objects makes it easier for the white women to treat them horribly without any qualms.
Also, throughout the movie, there's an obvious contrast between the superficial relationships the white women have with each other and the soulful, genuine relationships between the Black women. The upper middle class white women follow the lead of Hilly Holbrook, who is just pretty awful, and conform to social norms, which essentially means treating each other with respect and their husbands with respect and any other white person with respect, and disregarding the help as nothing but employees. They also gossip and judge those who associate with the help in any personal capacity, like Skeeter, for example, or Celia Foote. The white women's focus is on their husband's happiness and their social status. In this next clip, Hilly displays her racist ignorance and shows her support of the White Citizens Council, which was essentially the 1950s and 60s Ku Klux Klan.
Have y'all seen the cover of Life this week? Jackie's never looked more regal.
Tell Raleigh every penny he spends on a college bathroom, he'll get back in spades when y'all sell. Oh, it's just plain dangerous. They carry different diseases than we do. Pass. That's why I've drafted the Home Health Sanitation Initiative.
The what?
A disease preventative bill that requires every white home to have a separate bathroom for the colored help. It's been endorsed by the White Citizens Council.
On the other hand, the Black women focus on their families, the white children that they're raising, and their own children that they're raising, and their friends. The women have very deep friendships because of the struggles they face in society. This next clip displays not only the reliance many and Aibileen have on each other, but the caution they have to take in order to stay safe.
He died within an hour at a Jackson hospital. City detectives believe the fatal shot was fired from the
KKK shot him. Now we'll go right in front of his chair, neighborly. We're gonna pray for the Evers. We're gonna pray for Merle. We living in hell. Trapped. All the kids trapped. Sugar, take your brothers and sisters and y'all go on to bed. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh, good night, baby. What they gonna do if they catch us with mosquito? We're gonna be careful. He's just to pick up, drag us back, shoot me in pretty much. We ain't doing civil rights. We just telling stories like they really happened. You're a fool, old woman.
essentially 3 white women who are on the fringes of society, and they are empathetic towards the civil rights movement, or at least not outwardly racist. And these women are Celia Foote, who was raised in poverty as a white child, and Skeeter, who's college educated and focusing more on her career. And then there's also Miss Walters, who, while was in the middle of society and whose daughter is clearly very racist, her daughter is Hilly, she is senile and she's sort of seen as, she's almost othered by other people in society as well, seen as something to be dismissed. This next clip shows that really well when Miss Walters tells her daughter that her daddy ruined her, essentially highlighting again that race is a social construct that is learned.
She can go on up and get an umbrella from William's study.
I believe she was working for me before you dragged us both here. Daddy ruined you.
Going back to cauterization, as we discussed in class, Skeeter essentially is lending these women a voice and offering their perspective, which she really wants to focus on theirs, aside from her perspective with her maid. This next clip shows that very well and shows the initial distrust that is obviously going to be there, and it also shows how white children, when they're being raised by these black maids, don't seem to have any form of prejudice, and then as they grow older, they turn exactly like their mothers.
And just what makes you think colored people need your help? Why you care, Minnie? Maybe you just want to get Aibileen in trouble.
No. I want to show her perspective, so people might understand what it's like from your side.
Well, it's a real 4th of July picnic. It's what we dream of doing all weekend long. Get back into their house, polish the silver. And we just love not making minimum wage or getting the Social Security. And how we love they cheering when they little. And then they turn out just like they mamas.
So we really enjoyed this film. It was really well filmed, and we recommend it to pretty much anybody. It's really, really good.
But we did notice one problem, just in regards to the context of this course, that even though the film was narrated in the voice of Aibileen, Mae Mobley's maid, it focused too much on Skeeter's life and not enough perhaps on the maids.
And a lot of that comes from, it focused on how she wasn't after a husband, how she was going to college and focusing a lot on her career and getting out of Jackson.
It brought up her love life, too.
And getting away from racism and all that. And with Aibileen, even though she's supposed to be the main character and really the central person in this movie, we only hear about the death of her son, and we don't really get into any other aspects of her personal life except for that she's going to move on from being a maid, and maybe Mobley would be her last child.
Yeah, but otherwise the film was really well done.
All right, thank you guys for watching.
Go.